their wedding with prom.
Now, this part matters. Prom is not an achievement, it's an event. And that distinction is not small, it's everything because achievements are built through discipline, consistency, and effort over time. Graduating, learning a skill, building something that produces value, becoming dependable, becoming someone people can count on. That's real life progress. Prom is just a moment, and there's nothing wrong with enjoying it. But when you start treating moments like milestones, you start putting the wrong kind of weight on things that don't actually move your life forward. Think about it. If you're spending thousands of dollars for one night, renting a car you don't own, wearing something you're not keeping, creating an image that disappears the next day, what did you actually build? And again, I'm not telling anybody what they can or can't do with their money, but let's not avoid the real question. Is it wise? Because there's a difference between spending money and building wealth. And a lot of people get caught in that gap without even realizing it. Let me give you something deeper here because this is where the real game is being played. There are basically three ways people use money. Some people use money just to survive. They're covering bills, trying to make it month to month. No real margin. Some people use money to impress. They want the look, the image, the moment, the attention, even if it's temporary. And then there are people who use money to build. They're focused on ownership, skills, assets, long term positioning. And those three paths lead to completely different lives. And here's a line I want you to want to really sit with, right? I want you guys to sit with this line. When you can clearly see your future, you start acting with urgency in your present. That's not just a quote, that's a principle. Because clarity changes behavior. When you actually know where you are going, you stop feeding the need to prove something right now. You stop chasing every moment and you start moving with intention.
One thing and one thing only, hood prom. And I think what a lot of
This particular video rubbed me in the wrong way in so many ways. Like the caucasity of it all, to say that prom is related to baby mama culture, to say that prom is hood prom and it's low income. It's a rite of passage. That's what prom has always been. A rite of passage after 14 years in the screwed up educational system of the US, right? The same rite of passage that the quinceañera has, where they dress how they want, they celebrate how they want, and no one says anything about that. But you chose to pick this moment to say that it relates to baby mama culture and that these girls will never be married, and that's why they are dressed the way that they're dressed, because they'll never experience wearing a wedding dress. But let's also point out you sitting on that couch looking real lonely, rubbing a cat. But anyway, so what makes you think that, besides having the right to say this, that baby mama culture and proms go together? When did prom not become